What are we gonna do tonight, OCG?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertram. Take over YouTube.
Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
Shut up, Bertram.
Okay, shutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / factotum Bertram. Say hello, Bertram.
Hello, Bertram.
And this is our live stream for Insert Game Title Here. So let me just begin by saying that this stream was made for children. I mean, not made for children. So, Mum and Dad, if you decide to show this to your children, maybe mute the audio. Now, let's commence with the profanity-strewn livestream that contains references to sex, mutilation, and torture. Ha ha ha! I'm only kidding. There is no torture. Right, let's do something meaningful during this live stream. Let's try to educate you bastards, shall we? Lesson number 1. How to succeed on YouTube without even trying. So I see you sitting at home. You've just downed your 25th beer of the day, or you pulled your trousers back up because you're finished masturbating or whatever, and you've got an idea in your head. You want to start a YouTube channel. Well, I'm here to tell you how you can be a success on YouTube without even trying. Number 1, if you're a girl. That's all I need to say about that. Number 2, if you're an attractive girl. That's all I have to say about that. Number 3, if you're an attractive girl who just so happens to be an ex-pod star. That's all I'm going to say about that. Number 4, if you're an attractive girl who just so happens to be a pod star who still does pornography from time to time, or has an OnlyFans, or is a cam girl when she's not streaming on YouTube. That's all I have to say about that. Number 5, if you're a boy who used to do pornography and is fairly attractive. Number 6, if you're a lovable idiot. And by lovable idiot, what do I mean by that? Well, I mean someone who might stream horror games and might react very, very over the top, but you might say to yourself, oh, they're annoying as all hell, but boy are they cute. That kind of lovable idiot. Now, I promised myself I wasn't going to name any particular channels in this video, and I'm not going to. You can make up your own minds to who I'm talking about in each of these reasons on how you can be a success on YouTube. What number were we at? I've completely forgotten now. Oh, who cares? Let's abandon the numbers and just give the bloody reasons. You can also expect to succeed on YouTube if you stream garbage like Fortnite, Call of Duty Online, and if you happen to be particularly good at either of those garbage games. You can also expect to be a success if you, get caught masturbating in a live stream, constantly beg for money in your live streams, constantly tell people how much of a victim you are, constantly bitch about how unengaged people are in your streams when you've gone to all the trouble of purchasing a particular game to play for their behalf. And yes, all those reasons I just said there did relate to one particular person. You can also expect to be a success if you agree what every other bloody YouTuber says. For example, a big video game comes out. Universally, it seems to be not liked very much. So every single one of the big popular YouTubers jumps on the bloody bandwagon, and they all have to agree with each other. If you're willing to do that, then you might just so be a success on YouTube. Oh, and I should have said at the start of this video, I am a gaming YouTuber, so most of these things I'm talking about relate to gaming YouTubers, but a few of them are probably applicable to, I don't know, people who review movies, that kind of malarkey. You can also expect to be a success on YouTube if you get a sponsorship from some bullshit company that sells energy powder or makeup or a VPN or makes its own custom-made sex dolls or whatever. You can also expect to be a success on YouTube if you have your tongue planted firmly up Bethesda's arse, or From Software's arse, or CD Projekt Red's arse, or Capcom's arse. You can also expect to be a success on YouTube if you talk constantly about PC fucking specifications when you're reviewing a particular game. Especially if you refer to crap like frame rate and anti-aliasing and ray tracing and all that other garbage. You can also expect to be a successful gaming YouTuber if you spend most of your video explaining the bloody mechanics as opposed to whether you actually enjoyed the game or not. You can also expect to be a successful YouTuber if you've been on the platform for longer than Tom fucking Holland has been alive. You can also expect to be a successful YouTuber if you list any of the following games as your quote-unquote favorite game of all time. Skyrim, Fallout 4, The Witcher 3, Silent Hill 2, Arkham City, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I could say others, but those are the main ones that are coming to mind at the moment. Now this reason probably goes back to the first couple that I said, the first couple of reasons that are probably going to get me the most amount of hate on this video. Well, we might as well continue this hate train. If you're a kind of dickhead who likes to shout into his webcam, you'll probably be successful on YouTube. If you're the kind of dickhead who not only shouts into his webcam, but has two other people that agree with your opinion, and you now all review movies together, you're probably going to be one of the most successful people on YouTube. Reason number 125. If you're a girl. Yes, I know it was the very first reason I gave back at the start of the video, but it's a fucking fact. So I've given you a lot of reasons for how you can be a successful YouTuber. Let me give you now a couple of other reasons on how you cannot be a successful YouTuber. You can be my channel, which is fronted by probably one of, if not the funniest people on YouTube. It has content coming out of the wazoo. There's a live stream every single bloody day. The channel actually exists to entertain you as opposed to just bombard you with facts about video games. You'll get an actual opinion on this channel that's not affected by whether the publisher invited you to their studios and made you play the game for 3 days, while they keep you sweet by throwing sushi and call girls at you every 5 minutes. If you have an actual niche that most other YouTube channels do not have, if you have something unique to offer, that way you will not succeed on YouTube. So you'll excuse me, ladies and gents, I'm going to get back to not succeeding on YouTube. Okay, Bertram. Number 4 on the list of all things that Japanese video games must contain. Number 4 is female characters with heaving bosoms. And you might be asking yourself, but why? Why must a Japanese video game feature such characters? And it's quite simple. For longevity of the game.
I'd like your attention for a moment.
You see, the average game may only take you a couple of hours to finish. But if you throw a couple of female characters into your game, particularly the ones with heaving bosoms, then lonely gamers, such as myself, whenever these characters appear on the screen, will pause the video game to indulge in a little self-love. If you catch my meaning. And that's a good thing for the longevity of the... Oh, shit.
Are you playing this game online, OCG?
I have absolutely no desire to play online, Bertram. Frankly, I'd rather put my penis in a very sharp cheese grater.
Why, OCG?
If you don't mind.
Only homicidal maniacs. Or children. Or homicidal maniac children play games online, Bertram.
Is that okay?
Oh, what a dangerous world we live in.
Sure.
Quite. Just the other day, a child called me a see you next Tuesday.
It's fine.
Oh, what an odd insult. Was he on drugs?
Probably, but you don't understand.
We'll start with you.
He called me a C-U-N.
Oh, I get it. Well, you are.
What did you say?
Nothing. Does this game have zombies in it?
No, Bertram. It has 1,000 bloody ballet dancers doing the splits while singing The Winner Takes It All. You can see, can't you? So you should be able to tell if this game has zombies in it or not.
Just saw a dead body and you're fine.
I was bitten on the pee-pee by a zombie once.
I know I'm going to regret asking this question, but, how did a zombie bite you on the pee-pee, Bertram?
I think it was a zombie prostitute.
Well, that makes perfect sense. We've all been there.
Oh, did a zombie prostitute bite your pee-pee?
No. She stole my wallet and then flushed my trousers down the toilet.
Oh, I see.
Speaking of prostitutes, I visited a dominatrix once. Wasn't a lot of foreplay
no name, then.
or
Why don't you tell me what
intercourse.
happened today?
And can you believe she didn't even have any biscuits?
Oh,
Anything
bitch.
you think is
I was a guest in her brothel, and I wasn't even offered so much as a glass of milk or a digestive. Well,
You fell asleep after
that
you
will
drank
be
a
the
triple
last
shot
time
milk,
I'll
right?
be visiting her.
Because she was so inhospitable?
No, because a grand piano crashed through her ceiling last week, killing her.
Oh, you snoozing when I
Oh!
I'm afraid the time
came in?
has
The
come,
multi check box
Bertram.
is checked off on
It's
the side.
time to tell the
Sleep
good
room
people
covers
of
only used for
Britain
hotels.
why I wear these sunglasses. And sadly,
detective.
the truth is I wear these sunglasses because I am blind.
Really?
No, not really. The actual reason I wear these sunglasses is because I have lasers inside my
around
eyes.
240, you
And
said.
should I remove these sunglasses, you would be destroyed with said lasers.
Yes,
Really?
I did see you looking a little
No,
ill
not
when you were
really.
shelter.
Splatterhouse indeed. I tell you, Bertram, if you want to see what an actual splatterhouse looks like, you only have to come round to my parents' house at Christmas. I've never seen such a bloodbath. Year after year, inevitably some relative of mine gets drunk, and another relative will take them out with a turkey baster. I don't think I've actually told you this, Bertram, but my great-great-great-great-great Aunt Delilah circumcised my great-great-great-great-great Uncle Humphrey with only a wooden spoon. Yes, remarkable. Who knew you could circumcise someone with a...
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I hope the actors in this game were paid a lot of money.
No, I don't think so. Some of the actors in this game are women, Bertram. Women don't get paid, do they? Well, not unless they are women of ill repute, shall we say.
Would anyone like to go next?
Please note, OCG nor anyone at Obsessive Compulsive Gaming actually believes that statement to be true.
Then follow me.
Well, mostly. Don't get me wrong, Bertram. I love women. I've married 4 of the bloody things. I mean, people. People. But frankly, I don't trust them.
Why?
Well, do you remember that time I holidayed on Coney Island?
Oh, yeah. Isn't that when you were bit by a bearded lady?
Yes, quite. Thank the Lord I hate children, because I won't be having any time soon.
Oh, yeah, she bit you on the, thingy.
Don't remind me. Every time I urinate, the toilet looks like that bloody elevator from The Shining.
Oh, yuck.
Quite. So, dear viewer, if you feel sorry for me and my, problems downstairs, feel free to send me a cash donation, or just subscribe to the channel. Do it. Do it right now, or I'll send a panther to your house. And not a nice panther, but a feral, pissed-off panther. Did you know, Bertram, that my wife volunteered to be a human pincushion once?
You're the one who found the body, right?
Volunteered?
Well, volunteered, forced to do it, whatever.
Is it scary?
Do you know it took 5 million pins to cover her incredibly large head? I won't tell you how many it took to cover her incredibly large stomach. Let's just say it was a lot. You know, Bertram, that woman has a problem with...
My name's Kizaki.
bollocks.
What about you?
OCG.
Yes?
I was watching a film earlier, and someone said his brother was inbred. What does inbred mean?
Well, Bertram, tell me,
I'm fine.
do you kiss your mother on the lips?
Yes.
Then you,
It's okay
sir,
if you don't want to
are
say it.
inbred. Just like yeast. Sorry. That was a baking joke.
I don't get it.
Well, because bread contains yeast, therefore yeast is in bread. You know, in bread.
If you don't want to see it.
Never mind. You know, this is just what I need on a day like today. Gaming never fails to make me smile.
Would you like to tell me about it?
Yes, Bertram. When I play video games, my mouth moves in this very uncomfortable shape.
No, I meant, would you like to tell me about your day?
Ah, I see. I knew that. Well, firstly, my doctor cancelled my annual colon examination. You know how much I look forward to that.
Surreal, isn't it?
Indeed.
And then secondly, I managed to crash the car into some idiot's house.
What idiot's house?
Ours.
By the way, my name's
Oh,
In my defense, I forgot to put on my glasses.
oh, that's the second time you've crashed in a month.
Well, that last crash doesn't
I get that a
count.
lot.
You were driving the wrong way on a one-way street.
Well, I saw no
That sounds actually
sign.
a good name for a famous city.
Yes, because you forgot to put your glasses on that day as well.
Not yet,
Oh,
but I want to. I
details,
know it's a crazy dream, but I'm
details.
willing to take the chance.
You're going to kill someone one day.
That's why I
I
chose
mean,
that name.
you're
Get it?
going to
Chance?
kill someone
Pretty
else
crazy, huh?
one day.
Well, let's just continue with the gaming before I suffer an aneurysm.
Oh, wouldn't that be a shame?
What was that?
I didn't know that.
Nothing.
You're pretty smart.
By Jove!
By Jove?
I just found a Bakewell tart in my
That's
underpants.
cool. I know someone.
Oh,
just
can
like
I
you.
have some?
No.
Oh, OCG, did you know that I went to a water park once? I say water park, but what I really mean is, I took a bath
Nothing comes to
once.
mind. I saw
Oh,
her go to the bathroom earlier.
fascinating.
But I wasn't paying attention.
Are you being sarcastic?
Still, I think
Good
I would've
Lord,
recognized her if it was someone
no.
new.
You are being sarcastic.
no, I'm not.
Now you're being argumentative.
No,
Maybe around
I'm
2
not.
o'clock? I'm not sure.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
well, my
I'm
sister starts around then,
not.
and she came in a little bit after I
Yes,
did.
you are.
Let's just move on before people start throwing fruit at us and booing.
I got smacked in the face with a banana once.
Oh God, I hope that's not a euphemism.
What's a euphemism?
It's a
Sure hope
country.
Oh, really?
No, not really.
You might stick around
What's the
anyway.
title
Doesn't
of this
murderer
game
usually
we're
run after they kill
playing?
someone?
I forget. Let's just call it nonsense and
I hope
poppycock,
I'm not
Bertram.
interrupting anything.
Nonsense and poppycock. I do enjoy the word poppycock. 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 Poppycock.
Are
Nope,
cocks
interrupting
male
anything.
chickens?
Then do you mind
Yes.
coming with me?
They are.
Oh, I like
Not at all.
cocks.
Of course you do, Bertram. Of course you do.
Does this game have aliens in it?
No, Bertram.
Don't touch
It has 1,000 rent boys doing handstands.
Oh, really?
No,
I saw
not
what you
really.
did.
Pay bloody attention, and you'll know if this game has aliens in it or not.
Speaking of
Just don't speak to
aliens,
me.
what do you think is the better film? Alien or Aliens?
Event Horizon.
That's not one of the Alien movies.
No, it's not, Bertram. It's better.
Oh, I actually quite enjoy Alien Resurrection.
And that's why no one likes you, Bertram.
That's not true. Your mother adores me.
Ah, so she does. I forgot that bitch was
I
still
have exhaustion
alive.
when I come here a lot since it's a quiet
That's
place with no
not very
distractions.
nice.
Don't act so shocked, Bertram. You know that I hate my family.
I thought you liked your Uncle Roderick.
What? The man who ate his own children and set fire to 6 churches in England. He's okay, I suppose. Did I ever tell you that he has an insect fetish?
Yeah, Japanese.
Fetish? Is that the name for people who like killing insects?
No. It's the name for people who like having sex with insects.
Killer? I thought she
is
died from a
that a
heart attack or
thing?
something.
Oh, yes. It's very common.
No.
When I
this
was
is even
14,
worse.
I walked in on my father having sex with a grasshopper. I've not
The
been the
murderer is
same
still here.
since.
What if we're all gonna
Oh
be picked off one by one
my.
until there's no one
Remind
left?
me when we finish this, Bertram, to berate my wife about the quality of her pancakes.
What's wrong with her pancakes?
The question is, what's right about her pancakes? Like her breasts, they are much too flat for my liking.
I saw a frog once with
I guess I
massive
overreacted.
breasts.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Still really creepy.
No,
that someone was
you
killed here.
didn't.
I hope the detective figures
Yes,
it out
I
soon.
did.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
I thought so.
Though I have had a toad in the
I'm afraid I
hole
was pretty caught up
once.
in
Bertram, I've told you before, I have no desire to hear about what you do and do not put up your
Well,
backside.
I think she may have been looking for someone.
But,
When she
No,
came in,
Bertram,
she looked around
I
a bit
will
and she
hear
was
no
expecting to see
more
someone.
about it.
but,
I
remember
like
wondering if she
inserting
was
foreign
looking for you,
objects
and you
into
just
my
didn't notice her because
backside
you were
as
asleep.
much as the next chap, but you don't see me running around telling everyone about it, do you?
but,
Your turn, kid.
No, Bertram, we're moving on. Oh, that reminds me.
Oh,
We need to play Battletoads again. Maybe we'll stream the whole bloody thing. Did you know, Bertram, that the original Battletoads is the reason I don't have grandparents anymore?
I thought I
oh,
told you not to speak
were
to
they
me.
so addicted to the game that they ignored you, and thus you decided to never speak to them again?
No. The original
Don't take me
game
for a fool.
frustrated me so much that I decided to murder the first 2 people I saw after smashing my controller against the wall. Now, sadly,
Making snap
my
judgments is my
grandparents
job,
were babysitting me that
In
day.
the real world,
Oh
not everyone
my!
has the luxury of
So
pandering
you
around
murdered
waiting for things to
them?
happen.
Well, I wouldn't put it so
Unlike you,
graphically,
I don't have
Bertram.
mommy and daddy to
Let's
cover my
just
back if I don't
say
make my
I
own
tore
decisions.
off their heads with my bare hands and then proceeded to shove said heads
More than you do,
up
kid.
their own backsides.
Oh my!
Yes, quite.
Isn't there a remake of Battletoads on the Xbox?
How dare you say that name in front of the PlayStation 5?
That's enough.
Oh no, look now, you
What do you
made
think you're
him
doing?
cry. Apologize, Bertram.
Detective!
Uh,
this boy was threatening me.
Sorry?
Good man.
From what I understand,
Don't you worry,
provoked him.
PlayStation 5. Daddy will
He's
play
the one
with
who
your
wrote to me.
slots when this playthrough is done.
You're a
Miss
very
Brooks from the
strange
Still No
man.
Excuse.
Oh, ha ha, I know. Oh, by the way,
As for
did you
you, you have
record
any
last
idea of the
night's
situation you're in
EastEnders
right
for
now?
me, Bertram?
Affirmative. I also recorded that naughty movie. What was it
What
called
do you think
again?
you're doing?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I do
You're already
not,
on steroids,
and
kid.
never
Your temper
will,
isn't doing much to help
watch
your case.
naughty movies. Huh. But I do believe it was called
You do realize
Horny
this is convinced you're
Horatio,
a murderer,
the
right?
well-hung highwayman.
Acting like that only makes you
Moving
look more suspicious. Did I ever tell you, Bertram, that my father was a serial
I
killer?
have to be honest,
So
a lot of the evidence
I
does show you
actually
already.
grew up in a real murder house.
You were the first
Oh,
at the scene,
that
and you
can't
even
be
admitted to touching the
pleasant.
body. There's not
Quite.
much that votes for your innocence.
I found a decapitated head under my bed once.
Oh my!
No, not an eye, a head.
I
A
can hold you for 48
head.
hours before charging you with a crime.
I
You'll have to have time
said,
to find more
oh
evidence.
my!
Ah. Well, there was body parts, blood, and guts all over our kitchen.
If you really
So
want me to believe
cooking
you, you're going
was
to
an
have to be a lot more
absolute nightmare. Gave a whole new meaning to the term
Obviously, you're interested in
finger
sharing your
food.
name, whatever it may be.
Bertram,
It
I
works
have
better
just
if you work
noticed
with
this,
me,
but,
not against me.
why are you not wearing any trousers? Or underpants, for that matter?
Not
Well,
particularly,
my
but I
pee-pee
don't
was
have many
warm.
options right now.
Did you stand a
I could
little
tell you to
too
sit this
close
out
to
like a
the oven
professional
again?
handle this, but you just go behind my back.
Yes.
I see.
I meant to
I'd
ask
rather
you,
have you where I can
OCG,
keep an eye on
but I was
So I'll let
walking
you talk
past the
around, but you have to
bathroom
tell
this
me
morning,
everything you learn.
and I thought I could see you taking a selfie on the toilet.
And for the
Well
record, this isn't a
spotted,
free pass to
Bertram.
conduct your own
I was
investigation. I'm
indeed
only saying you
taking
can
a
talk with
picture
the
of
others.
myself on the toilet.
That's
Got it.
weird.
Not at all, Bertram. I document all of my trips to the toilet.
That's very weird.
Well, I thought everyone did that. My father did that. For 95 years, he documented every single trip he made to the toilet. I have a whole shelf of photo albums containing nothing but pictures of father's excursions to the bathroom. They are fascinating.
I think we need to get you to a psychiatrist as soon as possible.
There's nothing wrong with me, Bertram. Oh, by the way, tell that pink elephant over there to stop jumping up and down like that. It's most distracting.
Oh no, he's lost it.
What do you mean by bothering
Quite.
him?
Moving on, do you know, Bertram, that I consider myself to be something of a medium?
What is a medium?
Well, it means that you can speak to the dead. So, for example, your mother has just at this very moment told me to tell you that you smell of dick cheese.
He does?
But my mother isn't dead.
Maybe he usually comes at some
Oh,
other time?
damn it. Did I forget to tell you about that? Silly me.
I don't recall him doing anything weird. He sat up and spent all his time working
How
on
did
homework.
she die?
Well, I forget the details. Something about a bear in heat, sexual assault, and your mother being found in 1,112 pieces.
Oh no,
She definitely
Mommy!
looked like she was in a
You
hurry.
can mourn later, Bertram. We have a game to finish playing.
Oh, I don't think I can.
All the time.
I'm struggling
She always
just to
looks like she's in a
sit
hurry.
here.
I guess she's a busy woman.
You're struggling to sit here? Is it because I insist that you sit in an electric chair?
No,
I'm
it's
pretty sure she
because
works
I
for
am
biodefinition.
struggling
It's
with
just
my
down the street, so a lot of people who work
sexuality.
there like to come by here.
Oh. Well,
I'm afraid I don't know exactly
I
what
don't
she
really
does.
know what to say to that, Bertram.
Ha ha! April Fools!
What? April Fools? It's not April, you imbecile!
Oh yeah! So, what is this game about?
Well, we play as a random teenage girl who, struggling to come to terms with the death of her brother, becomes a prostitute / serial killer and goes on a rampage in a small mining town.
Is that really what this game is about?
More or less.
What?
More or less meaning...
No, that is not what this game is about.
Oh, so what is this game about?
Well, if I told you that, there would
Why
be
are you
no
even doing
point
this?
in playing the game.
Oh! So what's this game about?
I told you already, Bertram. If I reveal anything
It's
about the
okay, then.
plot,
What do you wanna
there would
know?
be no point in playing the game.
Oh, yeah, I understand. So what's
That
this
what you
game
said?
about?
She's a sweet girl.
Ow!
If not a little unrealistic.
Hi
She'll talk about her
ho,
dream of
hi
being a
ho,
singer to anyone who
it's
will
home
listen.
to work we go.
She often gets livid when anyone says anything
Shut
that doesn't
up,
coincide with her dream.
Bertram.
But she's very cheerful
I said if
otherwise.
you told me to shut up one more time, I would kill myself.
She once tossed hot
Well,
coffee at a customer.
then you
for insulting
better
her
get
voice.
that razor ready, Bertram.
He only got a few burns on his
actually,
arm,
I
but I'm
changed my
pretty sure She
mind.
was aiming for his face.
I thought you might. Can't bear the thought of leaving me, eh?
The
No,
whole thing
we
was
just
settled
don't
last week.
own
The
any
owner of this place is
razors.
her father,
Oh,
so naturally
I
she's
see.
gotta keep her job.
Well, I have a samurai sword if you'd like to use that.
Honestly, kids these days
Um,
just get
but
everything
that's
handed to them on a silver
sharp.
platter.
Yes.
Totally frustrating.
Usually helps if you're planning to kill yourself.
All the same, I'll just leave it.
Well, you let me know if you change your mind. Heaven knows I could do with some good news for a change.
I
Yes.
assume you mean that boy over
What?
Ha
hasn't done
ha!
anything that seems
I
like a
jest.
there. I can't really
Mostly.
say one way or another, though.
Is this a beat 'em up game?
Does it look like a bloody beat-em-up game, Bertram?
I like beat 'em ups. I do it at least 4 times a day.
No, you like beating off, Bertram. You do that at least 4 times a day.
Oh, yeah, so I do.
It looked like Detective Gursky was lecturing you about something.
Right,
Imposing
just
guy.
go over here. Sonic the Hedgehog, he's a little bastard.
just the way
Sonic
he's
the
gonna ask me or
Hedgehog, he is always plastered. Dum 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 dum.
Is that the actual lyrics?
Sadly not, Bertram. Sega said they were not child-friendly enough or some such bollocks.
OCG, what's a wet dream?
Well, it's when... how do I put this without sounding crude? Aha!
The girl who works
Do you
here?
remember that time
do
you
everything.
spilled a glass of milk in bed while you were dreaming, Bertram?
Of course, she works here
You mean
after all.
that time you spilled a glass of milk in bed while you were dreaming?
Well, if you're wondering
Whatever.
if I do anything weird,
Anyway,
I didn't.
a wet
She was
dream
cleaning
is
the
like
washing machine for a
that.
while. She didn't
Except
mention anything
the milk comes out of your
about that. Then
penis.
she went into the back kitchen,
Oh!
so I couldn't see her anymore.
I must say, OCG, this game you're playing is very exciting.
Put your trousers back on, Bertram, and get that rash looked at.
So?
Oh, I'm hungry.
Oh, that reminds me. I put a slice
I
of
didn't see
carrot
her come
cake
in.
in the
I was
fridge
busy
last
working at the
night
time.
for safekeeping. And when I checked this morning, it was gone. Do you know anything about that, Bertram?
Well, a homeless man came to the front door this morning, and he asked if we had any food, so I...
You gave him the carrot cake?
According to her
yes?
ID badge, her name is Sarah Black.
Excellent,
She works for a nearby
Bertram.
company called Biodev Imaging.
Why are you so happy about that?
Because, my accident-prone manservant, I had planned to send that very slice of cake to my in-laws. So, I added something extra to the ingredients.
And what was that?
Well, get here as soon as
Poison. But killing a homeless man is just as satisfying. Homeless people are damned annoying.
Whoa, how long
They
have you been
stink too.
Oh
there? How much of that
no!
conversation did
You
hear?
did a good thing today, Bertram. As a reward, I will wash my own backside from now on.
Oh yay! Did I tell you, OCG, that the hunchback who lives down the street got a pet rabbit for Christmas?
So, pretty much everything.
What? Someone gave that poor hunchback an actual vibrator?
Do you have anything
There's
useful
some
for me?
sick people in the world.
No, it's an actual pet rabbit.
Ah, speaking of rabbits, I have
So,
never
Sarah
had
was to
one
be
as
killed
a
sometime
pet.
between 2 o'clock
But
and
I
2:40.
did once hold
first thing
a
to do is see if
Playboy
anyone has
bunny
called
in
back
my
today.
basement for 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, Claudia. What happened to her?
Well, I lost the key to the basement and she starved to death.
Oh, I can see now
Do you
why
know what
you've
Miss
never had a
Wilson does about
rabbit
that
as a
imaging?
pet.
I never had a rabbit, no, but I did have a
Wouldn't
great
ask her.
white shark.
I never thought you looked like the type of chap who would like sharks.
Well, appearances can be deceptive, Bertram.
Do you think he's
Yes,
lying?
as you learned when you brought your fourth wife home on your wedding night.
I did wonder what that bulge
Why don't you
was
test
sticking
It
out
really
of
comes
her
down to being able to
underpants.
answer questions
Or
about
should
yourself
I
and
say
from.
sticking out of his underpants?
And the fact he was called Brian and had a beard didn't set off alarm bells?
Well, you know that my eyesight is not what it once was. At least
Really?
I
I'd
let
hate
the
to be that
chap
guy.
sleep in the basement until he could
Why don't you
find
violence
somewhere
doesn't
else to
murder?
live.
It might be worth looking into.
And
if
whatever
you can
became
find a way
of
to be
your
careful
fourth
with it.
wife/husband?
Well, you see, I lost the key to the basement. Again.
Keep digging.
And he starved to death.
I'm noticing a pattern here. Did you know they're making a new series of Game of Thrones with a cast of skeletons?
I did not. What's it going to be called?
Game of Bones.
Oh, I thought that was the name of the pornographic version of Game of Thrones.
No, I believe that's called Game of Boning.
Ah, I see. I think Game of Thrones would make an excellent RPG game.
What does RPG mean again?
Role-playing game.
Oh, like when you make me dress up like a secretary and you dress up like a stern business owner. Who?
Yes, just like that. Remind me to tell you the
Yeah, I
meaning
noticed
of the
that.
word
There isn't an alarm on the door
secret
either, so it's
when we're
possible that the
done
murderer
with this
escaped through there without being
walkthrough.
detected.
Moving on. And oh, while I remember, dear viewers, if you want to see more
If the murderer
walkthroughs,
did go
reviews,
through,
and
he was probably the
gaming
last
news
person to
presented in 43 FPS,
It's possible
then
that there was
remember
something
to
that was behind it.
subscribe to the channel.
What does FPS mean again?
Frames per second.
See.
So, for example, films are usually presented in 24 FPS.
Films. Like when you make me take off all of my clothes and cover myself with peanut butter while you film and...
Yes, just like that. Does the phrase, "this'll be our little secret," mean nothing to you, Bertram?
What does secret mean again?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I wish stuff like this game happened in real life.
Real life? What are you talking about, Bertram? Video games are real life.
Oh, did you forget to take your medication again?
Absolutely not. Now shut up so I can hear what this pink elephant in the corner is saying
Perhaps
to
the
me.
killer used it to
Go
restrain
on.
Sarah.
Oh, I see. Is that so? Then what did he say? Oh, most amusing.
Oh dear.
The pink elephant was just telling me about his school.
Oh, what was your school like?
It had more mutants than Xavier's School for the Gifted. There was a lot of inbreeding in my town.
Oh, I see. I personally could imagine you being the school bully.
I am not a bully, Bertram. Now go and get me a coffee, you fetus-shaped abomination.
Why are we playing this game, OCG? You said we could play the Bratz video game today.
I said no such thing.
You said the Bratz video game was your favorite video game.
I said no such thing.
Hey, Detective.
We'll play Bratz later. I promise. It's the viewers' fault, Bertram. They wouldn't understand my love for the Bratz and their passion for fashion.
Oh, I see.
Before you ask, I can't hear you,
Why
so
are
don't
we
bother trying to say
whispering? The viewers can still hear us.
Fuck.
Can I go to the toilet?
Certainly. Don't use my Marvel
Of course,
toilet
since I can't
paper,
hear
though.
you, that makes
There's
communication
some
very
sandpaper in the cabinet.
What's the difference between a remaster and a remake?
What do you think I
I
am,
know you're
Bertram?
different from other
Some
people.
kind of
You can see things that
expert?
I can't. That means we're alike.
Yes?
Oh. Well, quite right. Well, the difference between a remaster and a remake
There's a lot more going on here
is...
than just a simple murder.
um,
Watch your step and trust that
I
you know what-
say, is that Inigo Montoya I see in
I'll tell
our
you more as soon
garden?
as I know it.
Stop trying to change the subject. It's okay to admit you don't know.
Me? Don't know? Ha! I've forgotten more than you will ever know, my dim-witted manservant.
Okay, so what's the difference between a remaster and a remake?
Well, that's quite simple. It's
What?
Didn't you hear me? Oh dear. Well, I guess you'll never know then. We have to move on. Yes. Did you know, Bertram,
okay?
that I am 1/16 psychic? No, Bertram.
Really?
It's
You've
not
been
time
terrible
for
all
dinner.
day.
Oh, how did you know I was
Let me
thinking
get you
that?
something to drink.
You see? Psychic.
Oh, that's amazing. What else can you do?
Well, I can tuck my Colonel Mustard between my legs, so I look like I have a lady garden. Would you like to see?
No thank you, Buffalo Bill. OCG, I found this adorable frog in the garden. You should kiss him and see if he turns into a prince.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that. Again. I was hospitalized for 6 days the last time. The bloody nurses had the nerve to laugh at me.
Because they couldn't believe
course
you
I
would be
did.
so
Sometimes
stupid
things
as to
get
kiss a
really busy
frog?
around here.
No, because I
That car is
slipped on a
designed with
bushel
everything
of
you need to
grapes
explain
in the
quickly.
ward.
Oh!
And
course, if
I
you wanna do other things
actually
like
had the
massages, that's
audacity
all
to sue the hospital.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. You're a chap some would describe as disingenuous. Didn't you ask a prostitute for a refund once?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Well, the product was defective.
That was a particularly
And by
bad day.
defective you
That
mean...
jerk was just flaunting
Dead.
his new girlfriend in my face.
I see. You do have some very odd fetishes, OCG.
My
Why
ex-boyfriend
don't you
broke
tell
up with
us
me
all
here at work by
about
bringing
them?
his new girlfriend
Well,
here and telling me we were
naturally,
over.
I would love to explain them to you, but sadly,
She said he
I
wanted to be
don't
with
have the
someone who had
time
such unrealistic
as
dreams.
I have an appointment with my gynecologist in
Either way,
10
that was
minutes.
a long time ago,
Because
and unlike the
my
rumors, it
vagina
has nothing to
has
do with
been
him
giving
insulting
me
my
jip.
singing
Okay.
Oh, I meant to tell you,
It all
Bertram.
worked out in the
I
end.
saw your friend Simon the Simpleton this
Anyway,
morning.
if you have any more
He
questions,
looked
feel free to
like
ask.
utter ass.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Simon hasn't been well recently.
Oh dear. What happened?
Well, he stuck his fingers in a wall socket and electrocuted himself.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. He is a simpleton after all.
Study.
I must say, OCG, the graphics in this game
I was also
thing
chatting with a
are
friend
really
online.
very good.
Well, that's because they're not graphics, Bertram. Those are real people.
Oh, quick, OCG, call the police. There are strangers in the television again.
Calm down, Bertram. They can't hurt you.
That's what you said when
Of
that
course I do.
bitch in the
Why do you
nightdress and long black hair started crawling out of the television.
Yes, I did, but remember, you killed that
rotate.
girl,
The two
Bertram.
for today are
And
Taco,
I had to get
avocado,
rid of
and
the
turkey
body
and
for you, so you wouldn't go to prison and get used as a sex toy by the
A
prisoners.
shaken green
Oh,
iced tea or a
yeah.
green tea smoothie.
But wasn't it you who killed her? And then I got rid of the body
The shaken
so
green iced
you
tea is only
wouldn't go to
$2.65
prison and get used as a
But the green
sex
tea smoothie
toy?
is
Oh,
$3.70.
Whatever.
Oh, I forgot to ask. How was the colon checkup this morning?
Oh, well, I'll let you know when the chap's finished checking it, Bertram.
Oh, I, didn't see you down there. Hello?
Hello? Don't talk to that man when he's working, Bertram.
Okay.
Sarah?
What was the name of that anime show you were watching
no,
this
I don't
morning,
think I do.
OCG?
Ah, 'twas Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles.
What does Kimetsu no Yaiba mean?
It means don't feed the prostitute while it's hibernating.
Really?
Well, how the hell should I know? I don't speak anime. Did you know, Bertram, that I was once considered a slayer of demons?
Round two,
Uh,
I think I was
demons?
finishing up some
Really?
work in the office.
Oh, you know,
And I headed out
demons,
for a late
women,
lunch.
same
Usually
thing.
grab a sandwich and an espresso from this place.
Didn't you tell me once that your sister was a demon?
No. She was possessed by a
Everyone
demon.
else had already left.
There
the room.
is a difference.
Which is?
Well, a lot of projectile
Went
vomit,
straight to the
a
restroom
potty
and
mouth,
saw you.
and a fetish for crucifixes.
Oh,
I tell you, Bertram, that Lady Demetresque is quite the catch.
I always wash my hands
In
first.
fact, if
It's
she
filthy
were
with
a
everything else.
fish,
And I can't exactly
you would
afford to
need
eat.
an incredibly large net. Yes. That woman is so tall, I
wanna
think
know.
she could tickle King Kong's ballsack. Ha ha. And
Well, I do a lot
another.
of things.
Mostly human resources management.
Can I just say that you are looking particularly awful
The
today,
usual
Bertram?
things. Recruiting
Oh,
new
thank
blood,
you.
organizing
I'm
and
in a
training
good
employees,
mood.
writing policies,
I booted up
and
my
the like.
Nintendo 3DS. You know, I forgot how good Mario 64 is.
Don't say that too loud, Bertram. Just in case
Yes, say I
Miss
do.
PlayStation
Should I?
5 hears you.
Oh, is she the jealous type?
Oh,
I
very.
see.
I was on the Xbox yesterday, and she threw a DualShock 4 controller right at my bollocks.
Oh, ouch.
Yes,
Working,
quite.
of course.
So let's keep it down with
Afternoons
the
like this are always
Nintendo
slow, so it's
chat,
just me and the
eh?
manager.
I will do.
Thank you,
Although
Bertram.
my manager is
Here,
currently out at the store.
have a biscuit.
But that's a dog biscuit.
Yes, who's a good boy? You
We
are.
ran out of soy milk.
You
I forgot
are
to
a
restock
good
yesterday,
boy.
and he kinda got mad at me.
I'm not eating that dog
I
biscuit.
had to come out here and
Eat
clean out the
it.
espresso machine
Eat
as punishment.
it.
No.
Spoil sport. Fine, I'll eat the bloody thing. Oh, good lord, that
I'm
tastes
sorry, I'm
dreadful.
really bad with names.
Ha
Even if
ha.
I did know,
Shut
I
up,
probably wouldn't
Bertram,
tell
you bastard.
That's £1 you have to put in the swear jar.
What?
You said bastard, so that means you have to put £1 in the swear jar.
Well, you just said it. That's £1 you have to put in the swear jar.
Oh, shit.
Correction, £2, which coincidentally was how much I paid for a second-hand copy of Mario 64 back in the early 2000s. Ouch!
Oh, what happened?
Bloody PlayStation 5 threw a hammer at me.
It's possessed.
Yes,
all of them
we
have
can
an
call an
opportunity.
exorcist
But what about a
later.
means and a
Let's finish this
We need
playthrough.
to figure out why
The
someone
power
like
of
Sarah
Christ
first-
compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Bertram, I said we will deal with it later.
Okay. How about we play some Super Mario after this game?
Bertram, you idiots. What did I tell you about mentioning?
She's pretty high up on the
Oh,
totem pole there.
shit.
I think Sarah was just a secretary with low level clearance, so
OCG,
it's doubtful
why
that
is the
he-
PlayStation 5 holding a knife?
Because we're in
Definitely
trouble.
something worth keeping an eye
Run,
on. Ask
Bertram,
around and see if anyone
run!
knows anything
I
about
heard
Mario.
another gaming YouTuber mention 3D platformers. What are 3D platformers, OCG?
Well, games like Mario 64, Jack and Daxter, or Crash
Oh, that makes a lot more sense than
Bandicoot
just a
are
thousand random
3D platformers.
What about Crash
But that doesn't
Bandicoot
change the
2?
fact that she has anger.
Yes, that's another
Things aren't
3D
exactly looking up
platformer.
for her right now.
What about Crash Bandicoot 3?
Yes, that's another 3D
I
platformer.
examined the knife in Sarah's
What about...
industry grade
I'm
kitchen.
going to save us some time here, Bertram. All of the Crash
I'm willing to
Bandicoot
bet that the rest
games
of the
are
set is
3D platformers.
Oh, even Crash Team Racing?
Well, apart from that.
No, I'm saying.
What
that
about
whoever
Crash
stabbed Sarah had
Tag
access to the
Team
kitchen at some point in
Racing?
time.
Yes, apart from that.
Why do you think she did it?
What about...
Bertram, if you don't shut up right now, I'm going to choke you with a pair of my dirty underpants. Thank you.
OCG, can I ask you a personal question?
Why, certainly, Bertram.
Good point, but
Who
she's
took your
obviously not the type for
virginity?
premeditated murder.
That would be my Uncle Roderick. In fact, I'm still waiting to get it back. Haha.
How old were you?
43.
Oh, wow. You were old.
Well, naturally,
Yes,
the soil is going to
I
demand
was
water.
always a late bloomer, Bertram.
If no one here
Did
takes
you
your
know
advice,
I
you
was
probably won't wanna be
breastfed until the age of 29?
Oh, wow. Can we play Skyrim after this?
Oh, absolutely not.
Why not?
See.
Because, like my wife, I don't like playing with bollocks.
Oh, you're going to get death threats again.
Looks like you have the most
I've
freedom
never
of anyone
received
right
death threats.
Oh, I
now.
meant
See
to
if you can get a
say,
better look at the corpse.
you're
You might
going
find
to get
something
death
useful.
threats that I don't tell you about again.
Dear Lord, oh my, who would want to send me death threats?
I'll try to set up a distraction
Apart
for
from
you.
everyone?
What did you say?
Nothing.
You know, I'm considering giving you a pay rise, Bertram. I've been most impressed with how you've washed my underpants recently.
Oh, is that true?
Of course it is. Would I lie to
Alright,
you,
just what I
Bertram?
need.
Well, you did tell me once that setting fire to myself would cure my coat.
Well, I don't recall hearing you sneezing in the hospital, so I was right, was I not?
Yes, but I suffered burns over 98% of my body.
Oh, details, details. Ha!
What does FPS mean? First person shooter?
Don't be ridiculous, Bertram. First person shooter. Ha! I've never heard anything so stupid.
Then what does it mean?
It means 4 pornos, please.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. 4 pornos, please. I've never heard anything so stupid.
Are you trying to be funny, Bertram? If you are, perhaps you would like to leave this place and join a circus.
No thank you.
Do you know, I was once buggered at a circus.
What?
No, it doesn't mean what you think it means, Bertram. Pick up your dictionary.
We don't have a dictionary.
Well then, pretend.
Okay.
Now look up the word buggered and read out what it says. Let me help you, Bertram. Buggered, British slang. To be seriously harmed or damaged.
Oh.
Understand?
Oh, yes. So how were you damaged at a circus?
A clown fingered me.
What?
A clown stuck his fingers in my eyes. I was fingered.
Oh.
There you are.
Why? What do you think I meant?
Nothing.
Something wrong.
I don't know if I ever told you this, Bertram, my dear manservant, but I once filleted Sonic the Hedgehog.
You cut him up?
Oh, did I say filleted again? My mistake. I meant filleted. Yes.
Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
So, my psychiatrist has told me I need to engage more with you commoners.
Seen
So,
it work there.
please tell me down
We're a
below.
medical group that creates
What do you
artificial
think
organs.
of this game? Like it? Love it?
There's
Want
a
to crawl
huge
into
demand
bed
for
and make
organs.
passionate love to it?
You are very
Ah,
good.
hello there,
Something
you
about
beautiful
building
bastards. As you might know by
Artificial
now,
lungs and
I'm
bionic heart.
pretty infamous. I run my own little YouTube channel focused on gaming. So
It's
there's
more than
reviews,
impressive. We're
commentary,
saving
all
lives.
manner of degradation, delivered in my rich British accent, and
those two
it's
kids got me
bloody
high as a
hilarious.
I'd like to demand,
Honestly,
I
it gave me
mean,
such a fright.
ask
I thought my heart was
you to
about to leap
go
out of my
through
chest.
my channel with a fine mustache comb. And if
a
you
miracle
like
no one
what
was
you
hurt.
see
that
and
boy pushed the
hear,
girl out of the way
then
just in time.
please
Yes,
consider
of course,
subscribing. I deserve it, and my ego will thank you. No, seriously, dear viewers, my views and subscription rate is pathetic. The homeless chap down the street from here is doing better than I am, and he eats insects.
Did you really need to put this in the middle of a live stream?
That's a
Yes,
biological engineering
yes,
company.
I did, Bertram. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Specialize
Bertram,
in
I'm
body
going to
parts like
put
artificial
something
hearts and lungs and
inside
such.
myself whilst we continue to play this
But lately
game.
they've
Did
expanded
you
their
know,
research to try to
Bertram,
grow replacement
that
organs from
I
living
met
cells.
Mega Man myself recently? Yes. I mean, the chap's in his 40s now.
I just
You
happen to know
know,
about
has a
him because
glass
of a big
eye,
deal at my school.
walks with a bit of a limp. So I decided to
funded a good
follow
portion of the
him, see
biomedical
where he
engineering
went.
program there, so
Luckily
he
for
was all over
me,
the place.
he visited the local gentleman's toilets. And when he was urinating in that hole in the wall thing,
Oh.
I thought I would just
well,
have a
I didn't
little
have anything
peek,
to do, so I
see
decided
what
to help Chad
Mega
find
Man
things.
is packing. Well, as it turns
had to be a
out,
chore loaded
Bertram,
with dishes
he's
and
not
it was
so
a lot
much
heavier than
a
I thought, so
Mega
I kinda
Man.
dropped it.
Okay. For the last time, Bertram, you are not a monkey. Therefore, you are not allowed to throw poo at me. Okay? And another...
OCG, I think the toilet's blocked again.
Be quiet, Bertram. Can't you see I'm trying to watch the news here?
Oh, is it interesting?
Oh,
I've
yeah?
never seen
I
the
just got some
news.
dishes.
Oh, yes, very interesting,
up on that
Bertram.
guy Kizaki
It
offered to
usually
help.
features some of my favorite
When I handed him
things,
the tray loaded with
including
dishes, I let go
stories
before
of
he got a good grip on it,
violence
so it fell.
and of sexual misconduct. In
Don't
fact,
worry,
instead
nothing
of me telling you about it, why don't
Oh,
we
that's
sit
weird.
down and
I really
watch
thought
the
he had a
news
grip on the
together?
tray, but it slipped through.
Must
such a
we?
weird on
I was going to go watch an episode of Peppa Pig.
Yes,
He's been
Bertram,
acting
we
straight all day.
must.
Now that I
And
think
who
about it, I think
knows?
she was
We
walking with
might
that woman when she first met
grow as friends through
As soon as
watching
he
the
did, he
news
was staring
together.
Oh, okay.
at me. First I thought
Good
he was seeing
evening.
a teenage guy
This
staring at
is the
women.
news.
Looking back
I
on it,
am
it seemed
news.
like he was observing
The newsman. Tonight's top story. A man has been arrested in Dorset, suspected of being a Scooby-Doo villain. Brian Marston had apparently been trying to scare the residents of a local nursing home while dressed up as a giant penis. Mr. Masterson was only unmasked when one of the residents' grandchildren caught him, in their words, going pee-pee. When asked to comment on his arrest, Mr. Masterson turned and said, in a very proud voice, that he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids. In other news, a woman has been arrested under suspicion of breastfeeding her husband in the middle of a McDonald's restaurant. When asked to comment on why she was breastfeeding her husband, the woman, who shall be called Anonymous, simply
There are lots of big name companies after her for what she's done.
How
Last job
unprofessional,
was Engineer,
Bertram.
a company that
I've never
specializes
seen a
in rewarding
newsman
people
laugh
themselves.
at one of his own stories.
Yes, indeed. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. It might have sounded like I was laughing at the news story of the woman breastfeeding her husband, but it was in fact technical difficulties. So, when the woman was asked to comment on why she was breastfeeding her husband, she simply stated that McDonald's did not have any milk, and her husband is partial to a glass of milk. Now, let's hear about today's weather from the weatherman. Go ahead, weatherman.
Right, we can turn this off now, Bertram.
Don't you want to hear about the weather?
Oh, no, Bertram. Let's just do what we're supposed to be doing and concentrating on this game.
Isn't it amazing that somehow the game has been playing itself while we did this whole comedic skit bit?
Yes, Bertram, remarkable. In fact, I suppose now's as good a time as any, but I've actually employed some help who is actually going to play the video games just whilst we go off on these kind of tangents where we do comical skits and the like.
If he was watching,
Oh,
he'd probably
you
know
haven't
something.
introduced
But
us?
since he came here first, he must have been
Well,
expecting
that's
me to come.
because, well, you see, the thing is, Bertram, in order for me to employ this individual, I had to somehow convince them that I was living completely
Why
alone.
don't you just ask him?
So you didn't tell them about me?
No,
get the
Bertram,
feeling you'll get
sadly
something
not.
interesting
So,
from this.
when this new employee of mine, comes over to play the video games, you know, while we go off on our comedic skits,
Really? What did she
if
do
it
now?
wouldn't be too much trouble, I would like for you to go into the closet and close the door.
You're gonna have
And
to do better
not
than
make a
that.
peep.
Please, don't
Not
give me
even
any more
stick your
wild
head
theories
out
about the
until
back
said
up.
employee has left.
Does this employee have a name?
What are you talking about, Bertram? I've already told you their name.
Have you?
Yes! Employee.
Oh!
You know, Bertram,
Yes, OCG?
I have absolutely the worst job in the world.
Really, OCG?
Yes, Bertram. Now let me tell you why. I spend all day playing video games. Every single second of every single minute of every single hour of the entire 24-hour day, I spend playing video games. Doesn't that sound like a bloody nightmare?
No, not really.
Figure out who
Well,
she's
it
looking
is.
for.
'Tis an
For
absolute,
instance, she could have been working for
unmitigated
Biogen Energy,
nightmare.
stealing information from
While
Biogen.
all of my beloved viewers...
You mean
It's
all
like that.
4 of
This
them?
could be a
Shut
mission
up, Bertram.
to retrieve
Why
information
all of
from
my
Biogen
beloved
Energy.
viewers are out there working 9 to 5 or
conversely, they
10
could have been
to
working for
6
auto
to
engineering,
feed
stealing
their
information from Biogen
families or buy a new car
In
or
that case, anyone from
go
Biogen
and
Energy
see
now
a
becomes primary suspect.
prostitute or take their mistresses
that
on
isn't the
holiday
but this seems
or
like the most logical.
buy 1,527 Krispy
Corporations like this are
Kreme
cut through the
donuts,
It's always
while
great to see who can
you,
get results the
the
fastest,
average
get a larger
person,
market share, or
the
better.
commoners, are out working, slaving away in probably some piece of shit office somewhere, or working as a bin man, or in McDonald's, or working in a bank, or working as a teacher in a school, while you're out there slaving away, giving your blood, sweat, and tears. I am here, playing video games.
I see.
I know, you want to feel sorry for me, but I tell you, don't, dear viewer. Do not give me your sympathy. I don't deserve it. You are out there doing awful work,
What?
like working
I
in
wasn't following her. We just
McDonald's,
happened to come
working
in
in
at
a
the same
bank,
time.
etc., etc. And I'm here playing video games all day long. And I'm here to tell you that it's an absolute unmitigated nightmare. If you think your job is bad, then I want you to just think of
That's
what
none of your
I
business.
do all day long. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I am playing bloody video
sorry.
games.
I didn't mean to lash out like that.
Are you being sarcastic,
I really
OCG?
can't talk about Sarah right
No,
now.
Bertram, I am
It's not
not
interesting.
being sarcastic.
Please,
I'm
trust me.
telling you right here, right now, that I have the worst job in the world. Even people that
not
clean
safe.
toilets
I'm probably already in trouble
don't
just for
have
telling
as
you that
bad
much.
a job as I do. Even nurses who work in nursing homes and clean up after old geriatric people that shit themselves while watching daytime television. I'm telling you that even as bad as that job is, mine is 1,000 times worse. I have the worst job in the world. I sit here all day long playing video games
Hey, can we
while
talk
you're
about
out
something
there
separate?
earning money for your bloody children and your bloody relatives and
Well,
saving
I don't
up
really know
to
if
buy
it's
a
my place
new
to say, but I
bloody
think
car
we
or
need
whatever
to
you're
do
doing. I'm here playing video games, sitting on my fat
thinking about what
backside
happened,
in front
there's
of my
something
rather
amiss.
large television. Or monitor,
I keep thinking
if
that
you're
it
a
has to be
PC
someone
gamer.
here.
So
What
I'm
if it's
sitting
not?
here in front of my large television. Monitor, if you're a PC
Well,
gamer,
even though I got here at
doing
2 o'clock,
absolutely
what if the tour
nothing
got here
but
before me?
playing video
I've been hiding in the
games,
bathroom and I'd never know it.
drinking gin, eating as much
There's an
as
exit
I'm
door in the men's
content
room.
to
I
do
could've used
so
that to escape after he
from
pulled
the
that woman.
relative safety of my home. And you're out there working. And I just want to tell you, dear viewer, that I have the worst I'm sorry. I couldn't keep it going, Bertram. I couldn't hold it
So you
in.
think that someone here is the killer then?
I knew you were joking.
Of course I'm joking, Bertram. Worst job in the world. I have the best job in the world. And all you stupid people out there, you all have the worst jobs in the world. You all want to be me. You all want to be in my shoes and do nothing
another
but play
latte? I can
video
brew one
games
for
all
you.
day. But you can't. Because you all have fucking children and fucking
right up.
families and mistresses and holidays and all that bollocks. I get to sit here and think only of myself.
Andy.
Yes, and
Here you go. I hope
you.
you like
I
it.
occasionally think about you. Mostly how I'm going to throw you out of the window, or how I'm going to poison your dinner, or how I'm going to make your sleeping arrangements even more uncomfortable than they are. But yes, you do occasionally enter my mind, Bertram.
So what have we learned today, OCG?
That you all suck, and I'm the best.
If you say so.
You'd figure out who the murderer
Wait a
was.
minute.
Police wouldn't dig
This
around
game
too
doesn't
much to
look
find
like
out.
Crash Bandicoot.
Well done, Bertram. Have a gold star and a complimentary pat on the head. This is indeed not Crash Bandicoot.
Good night, Tiger.
But you promised we could play Crash Bandicoot.
I did no such thing.
Yes you did. Right before you got abducted by aliens. And then sued them for prodding
afraid I
your
was pretty caught up on
backside in a
work.
very
I didn't really notice much
inappropriate
about anyone
way.
else.
Abducted? Aliens? Very? Bertram,
Well,
could you have been dreaming?
Oh yeah, I was dreaming.
Well, that explains it.
Do you remember when you got cursed by that gypsy woman and your pee-pee fell off? What was her name again? You know, the ugly bitch that cursed you.
Wasn't it your mother?
Oh yeah, it was. So, are we gonna play Crash Bandicoot
Fine,
now?
I'll bite.
In
What's
the
your
name
side of
of
the story?
Isaac Newton and his shriveled genitals. We discussed this already. I
That's
never
nice.
said
No, don't
we
talk to
would
me.
play Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, you did. Right
Sure
before
don't.
you were.
If you can actually show me
Abducted
proof,
by
then maybe I'll listen
aliens.
to
Yes, you dreamt that,
Interrogating him
Bertram.
yourself, Miss
Remember?
Oh yeah. Is this game scary?
Well, I would say it's more silly than scary.
He wanted to talk
Oh, well, at least that begins with an
If you don't
S
mind, I'd
too.
like to speak with him.
Ah, good job seeing the positive side,
to me. Do as you
Bertram.
please.
In a way, I'm glad it's not scary. I don't really feel up to washing any more of your soiled boxer shorts.
I resent that.
Talking with your manicured
I
is really
actually
good.
wear Y-fronts. Damn it.
You do realize
What
that
the hell
she's
am I
convicted
supposed
of
to be
murder,
doing
right?
in this game?
I went to
I
hell
feel like
once.
that only makes you look more.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did. No, actually, I didn't.
I thought so.
If you were to make a video game, what
did
would
you
you
tell
call it, OCG?
I would call my video game Jesus Christ in
Yeah.
Nail Me to the Cross Again and see what you get, motherfucker.
Oh, ha ha!
Yes, I am bloody hilarious.
Offensive too.
Very. I once gave Gordon the Goofy Gorilla an enormous wedgie and drew a penis on his head while he was sleeping.
Oh, whatever happened to Gordon the Goofy Gorilla?
Well, I believe he was shot by the hunter out of Jumanji.
Oh no!
Don't be too sad, Bertram. He was turned into a wonderful ruck.
Oh, that's not any better. Now people can walk all over him.
People were always walking over Gordon.
Why are you
Especially that wife of his, Petra, the professional prostitute.
Speaking of professional prostitutes, can we watch Star Wars later?
What the hell does professional prostitutes have to do with Star Wars?
Because, some professional prostitutes like Star Wars?
Ah, you know, I've never been much of a Star Wars fan, but Star Horse, well, that's much more my thing.
Well, that's because you're a pervert.
How have you know that I am the latest in a long line of perverts,
So pretty much
Bertram?
everything then.
My father was a pervert. My grandfather was a pervert. My great-great-grandfather was a pervert. My great-great-great-grandfather?
Was a pervert?
No. Surprisingly, he was an artist.
Oh!
Yes. Apparently, he was quite shit. Did you know, Bertram, that I have a black belt in karate? I am a master of ninjutsu. I have studied taekwondo. I have a degree in bitch slapping. But for some bizarre reason, I still punch like this. Oh. Ho. I'm like a geriatric with constipation. Look again, Bertram. Oh. Ooh. E. You see what I'm saying? And don't even get me started. Bertram, did you know that somewhere in the world, at this exact moment, there is a woman touching
That's always
herself
what we do,
and
right?
thinking about him. And also, in another corner of the world, Bertram, did you know that there is a man
That was a problem.
currently touching himself and thinking about him?
OCG, didn't you have an affair with a Smurf once?
No. You're getting confused about that time I had an illicit encounter with one of the Care Bears.
Oh!
I do enjoy those old children's shows. Oh, speaking of children, please remember, dear viewer, that this playthrough is most definitely not for children. So, don't let me catch any of you children out there watching this.
What if you can't tell they're a child?
Do you mean if a child is wearing a false mustache?
Yes.
I don't know. Where did the child acquire the false mustache?
They bought it from a man selling false mustaches on the street.
Well, then provided the child is wearing
Find a motive
a
to
false mustache, they can watch this playthrough.
What if they're wearing a false beard?
Hey, detective.
I'll get back to you on that one. I must
You have
say,
been figuring out
Bertram,
everyone.
this game is pretty as a picture.
What picture?
Most likely a picture of Ava Green.
With clothes on or off?
Oh, definitely off.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty picture. You don't have a copy of that picture by any chance, do you?
I have 1,246 pictures of Ava Green, and you can't have any of them.
Oh, what would a video game based on us be called?
Reuben Crowley and Bertram Butler. Ass to mouth. No, actually, scratch that.
How about Reuben Crowley and Bertram Butler, guilty as charged?
Oh no. Oh no. That's bollocks, Bertram.
Well, it's better than ass to mouth.
Nothing is better than ass to mouth. Actually, scratch that.
Oh, I forgot to ask, but how many subscribers do we have now on here?
Not bloody enough.
I told you before, OCG. We need to expand our repertoire. Make videos on more niche
You're not allowed
subjects.
to talk about it.
For the last time, Bertram, I am not making videos of myself showering.
Oh, but it would be hilarious. You have a very, odd body shape.
I'm going to forget you just said that, Bertram. You know, Bertram, I procured this game for free. And I definitely did not shoplift it from my logo game. Nope, absolutely not. You know, I haven't seen value for money like that since I got 75% off at my local massage establishment.
Whoa, where are you two going?
Isn't that a brothel?
Yes, Bertram, it is. Why don't you say it a little louder? I don't think my wife quite heard you.
Isn't that a brothel?
I was being sarcastic, you crumbly biscuit.
Fine.
Oh. So
Just
tell
don't do
me,
anything
how
stupid.
did you
I'm
get
not a handcuff
75% off?
Well, My lady of choice had recently been in an unfortunate helicopter accident and was now simply a head on a stick.
Oh!
She had a mouth on her, I can tell you. Ha ha ha.
And not much else, it would seem. Doesn't your wife disagree with this little hobby of yours?
Well, she doesn't know. My first wife found out, so I did the natural thing and plotted to murder her.
And did you succeed? In killing her, I mean?
Sadly, not. The stupid woman managed to flush herself down the toilet before I got the chance to put my plan into action.
How? How does one flush themselves down the toilet?
Well, it's more common than you might think, Bertram. Though usually just with small people. I heard Peter Dinklage had a close call while taking a toilet break on the set of Game of Thrones. Why aren't you laughing, Bertram? What are you doing?
I thought I saw a raisin on the ground, so I ate it.
And?
It was actually one of Bertie's poo-poos.
Remind me again. Who is Bertie?
My mouse.
I hope that's not a euphemism.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a... You know what? Never mind. Oh, yes, Bertie, that thing you keep in your pockets.
That thing is called Bertie. It's like Bertram, but it's not.
Thank you for educating me on that, Bertram. Could you and your mouse please pay attention? How are you supposed to laugh at my jokes if you keep getting distracted with raisins?
It was a poo-poo. At least I think it was.
You leave the thinking to me, Bertram. I'm the brains in this operation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just off to stick my fingers in a wall socket. I've run out of coffee, and I need a little boost. Ow! That hurts. Ow! That hurts. Ow! That hurts.
You heard him, dear viewer. He's the brains of the operation.
Shut up, Bertram, and telephone me an ambulance. I appear to have electrocuted myself.
What about the stream?
Oh yes. Well, let's finish the stream first.
Is this a horror game?
This is as much a horror game as I am a relatively normal human being, who most certainly does not keep his wife in a cage in the basement. Now, most horror games these days have you running away from a wanker in a Halloween costume.
I had to play hide and seek with a wanker last Halloween.
But you played that with me.
Oh!
Wanker indeed. Ha!
Well, at least you're a well-dressed wanker.
Yes, 'tis true. 'Tis true. So, to answer your question, Bertram, this is not a horror game. There is a distinct lack of blood.
Oh, that's a shame. You do love blood.
Yes, quite. Ever since that chap with the pointy teeth gave me that unattractive love bite on my neck, I've had such a craving for the stuff.
Oh no! You're turning into an umpire!
Companies like
I
Biodev
think you
Imaging are
mean
trying to do
a
some real good,
vampire.
but we have to keep playing games with
Oh!
art and engineering just to get a place on the
And
map.
never mention anything related to sports in my presence
Utterly
again.
ridiculous.
The only thing I hate more than games that don't let you customize your genitals is sports.
Noted.
Oh, before we carry on with the playthrough, here's a message from our sponsor.
We have a sponsor?
We do. I promised Edwin I'd let him say a few words.
Edwin? As in your perverted brother, Edwin? The man who holds the Guinness World Record for the longest sustained erection?
36 years and counting. Yes. So, without much further ado, may I present my brother, Edwin Wagster. Oh, thank you, brother. I'll spank. Oh, I mean, thank you later. So, dear viewer, I'm going to tell you my foolproof strategy to conquering any beat-em-off, I mean beat-em-up game. Are we ready? That's what she said. Ho, ho, ho. Now, to conquer any beat-em-off, I mean beat-em-up game, all you have to do is treat your controller like a beautiful woman. Yes, hit random buttons and magic will happen. Now, if you'll excuse me, Mustache, I've got a date with a juggler, and I hear he has a lovely set of balls. Ho, 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 oh my, oh no, oh my. Ha ha, my brother Edwin, ladies and gentlemen.
You'll understand one day
Oh,
when you get a girlfriend of your own.
he scares me.
Oh, don't worry, Bertram. Just, never turn your back on him and your rear will be safe.
What?
I don't know what it's
Oh, nothing. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Bertram. Edwin will be coming to stay with us for a while.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Something about him being on the run or hiding or some other nonsense. I said he could sleep in your bed, Bertram.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Oh no!
Oh, that's quite enough of that.
Why does your brother have a different surname than you?
Well, you see, because Edwin took his wife's surname.
What? He's married? Who the hell would marry him?
Oh, well, he's not married in the conventional sense. You see, Edwin was the first man in history to marry his own scrotum.
His scrotum has a name?
Oh, yes. Wilhelmina Wagster. Willie, for short.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked now. Oh, I meant to tell you, OCG, but you offended me earlier when you said, something offensive about me.
How so?
Oh, I'm sorry, Bertram. I'll tell you a joke to make you feel better.
No, there's really no need.
I insist. So, what do you call a Terminator prostitute?
I don't know, OCG. What do you call a Terminator prostitute?
I'll bareback. Ha ha ha!
I don't get it.
You know, instead of I'll be back, it's I'll bareback. You know,
Oh.
because prostitutes often offer bareback, which means you don't need protection.
Protection? Like a gun?
No, you moron, like a corn. You know what? Never mind. 'Twas a very funny joke.
I was watching a documentary this morning, OCG, and apparently the world is ruled over by lizard people. Is that true, OCG?
Well,
That's correct, Bertram. That is correct. But, let's just
Don't
keep
worry,
the
I'll-
fact that I just said that between us. I can't bear to get locked up in that asylum again.
Oh, yes. You told me horror stories about that place.
Oh, yes, yes. The food was nightmarish.
When I was younger, my
Didn't
father
you also
considered
say
the
you were
diversity
forced to perform
of
fellatio?
genetic.
Good Lord, no, no. I befriended a guard called
There
Horatio.
wasn't any viable technology.
Oh, oops, sorry.
I work for biodiversity.
And I wasn't
because
forced to
doing things
perform
like that. We're
fellatio.
saving lives.
I did it willingly,
No one
in
else has to go through
exchange
what I
for a
went through.
bottle of
I'll be
gin.
happy.
Oh, you dirty
Hopefully
swine.
that's a suitable
No,
answer for you.
not wine. Gin. Gin.
You're welcome.
G-I-N. Gin. Not wine. Gin. Nothing like wine. Not red wine. Not white wine. Just gin. Gin. Are you understanding me, Bertram? I am talking about gin. Bertram. You've fallen asleep again, haven't you?
Why do you want to know?
Bastard.
Do you like retro-inspired platformer games, OCG? You know, games like
world doesn't
Shovel
stop spinning
Knight
just because one
and,
person died.
Curse of the Moon?
No. And let me tell you why, Bertram. So,
If you must
here is
know, I'm emailing
OCG's
some partners in
guide
Germany,
to
finishing
why
a draft of
all
the new
retro
policy for some of my
8-bit
coworkers, and
platformers
rearranging my schedule
are
to make up for a meeting on the
absolute
Zoom right now.
arse. Or bollocks. Whichever you prefer. Number
I
one.
am.
Knockback.
If you could leave me alone.
Enemies
I'd really appreciate
can
it.
knock you back and cause your character to fall into an instant death pit or spikes. Knockback can go to hell. Number two. Bosses with seemingly infinite life bars. You have to beat on these bastards harder than an obsessive-compulsive masturbator. The boss fights can go to hell. Number three.
I'm afraid I don't
Opposite
have much
to
more
the
I can do.
problem with the boss
You're on my
fights,
side, so you have all the
often our playable character dies in only a few hits, and is often as soft as I am watching the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy.
Oh, that's an erection joke.
You're absolutely right, Bertram. Well done, you. So, playable characters that die in a few hits can go to hell. Number 4. Sequences when you ride a hoverbike. Does anyone remember Battletoads? Need I say more? Hoverbike sequences can go to hell. Number 5. My wife. Now this has nothing to do with video games. I really hate my wife. My wife can go to hell. Number 6. The stupid 80s Pac-Man level sound effects when you find health or a power pickup.
What sound effects?
You know. Ping. Boing. Pika.
Oh, I understand.
Good. So the bing sound effects can go to hell. Number 7. I don't have a number 7. Number 8. The same as number 7. Number 9. Enemies that fire projectiles at you constantly.
Oh yeah, they annoy me. There was this one time, I was playing Ninja Gaiden, and...
Oh, hey.
Shut up,
Just update
Bertram.
everyone's number so we can call you later on.
So, enemies that fire projectiles can go to hell. And finally, number 10. To throw a grenade, you have to press 2 bloody buttons.
You mean you know who the killer
Usually
is?
up on the D-pad and another button. Not only is this annoying, but what if you only had one finger on your hand? You would be fucked. And that's why I hate retro-inspired platformer game things. Does that answer your question, Bertram?
Yes?
Did you know, Bertram, that I first played this game when I was no taller than Peter Dinklage?
Oh, wow. And how tall are you now?
Sure did.
Can't you tell? You're looking at me, you idiot.
Oh, yeah. This is embarrassing. Beam me up, Scotty.
Beam me up. Have you been watching Star Trek again?
The manager
No.
sounded pretty angry.
Bertram!
He said she messes
But
up
I
with this
love
too often.
it.
I told you what happened to me when I attended that Star Trek convention in 1993, didn't I?
Yes.
I can't even look at a Klingon without having traumatic flashbacks.
And after that,
Remind me what he did again.
Well, it was 1993. I was in attendance at a Star Trek convention in the great city of London. I brought a guest with me. 'Twas my favorite teddy bear.
What was he called?
With what?
He was called It Rubs the Lotion on Its Skin.
And did he have a surname?
Yes, it was, or else it gets the hose again. But I just called him Bill for short.
But what about the knife?
Anyway, long story short, I accidentally dropped Bill, and as I reached down to retrieve him, a bloody Klingon appeared from nowhere, trampled Bill, and then just walked away.
Oh, bastards.
Bill was in tatters, clinging to life. I attempted to administer CPR, but the damage was done. Bill died in my
Are you
arms.
sure about that?
And that's why you hate Star Trek?
Yes, I have never recovered from Bill's death.
I'm surprised your mother didn't buy you a new teddy bear.
She did. That same day, in fact.
Someone else. Came in.
Then what's the problem?
Well, I never thought of it like that before. You're right, Bertram.
Does that mean I can watch Star Trek now?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that a vampire has just crawled into my room and bitten me, somewhere out of sight. Now, while I attend to that, Bertram here will take over the stream and entertain you the only way he knows how. By talking bollocks.
Okay. Play the game.
I'll be
Oh.
contacting you all later.
OCG, am I supposed to commentate? OCG, oh, he's in the title. So, nice weather we've been having. No, not really actually. So, I'm Bertram. But you already knew that. I like singing, gaming, obviously, but I'm also fond of a long walk. Well, I used to be before well, you know. Do you think being set on fire would be painful? I mean, I've been electrocuted, beaten, fallen down the stairs, broken every bone in my body, been run over, been bitten by a badger, drowned, suffocated, been asphyxiated, which is the same as suffocated, it just sounds fancier. I've been thrown, mutilated, stabbed, shot, winded, assaulted, cut in half, cut into quarters, glued back together, tied up, hoisted, hung, hanged, strangled, mocked, glassed. But I've never been set on fire. So, do you think it's painful? Oh, look, OCG is back.
What are you talking about, you miserable pile of bones and bad fashion?
Oh, thank God you're back. Here, take the bloody controller and play your game.
You know, Bertram, I'm so glad modern RPGs are slowly starting to become more action-focused. Goodbye, turn-based battles. I'll miss you as much as I miss my Uncle Fredrickson.
Oh, did he die?
Oh, don't worry, Bertram. We won't be attending his funeral. He was a prick. Oh, I wish it was 2004. I was so much younger then. It was also the year I remember fondly as the year I lost my virginity for the second time to a sadomasochist in a gorilla costume. 'Twas a Halloween party.
Oh, what did you dress up as that year?
Your mother, which meant I had a blonde wig, wrote the word whore on my forehead, and wore the smallest pair of fake breasts known to man.
Oh, you're cruel.
Ha ha! It took you this long to figure that out, Bertram.
So I said to him, "Look here, Governor, I in absolutely no way wish to have sex with your wife. For two reasons, actually. Number one, she's not incredibly attractive. Number two, the woman is a bloody zombie. Now, personally, sir, I don't know about you, but I prefer my women to have a little more meat on their bones." And do you know what he said to me then, Bertram? Just wait till you get a bloody load of this. He said...
Bertram, what are you doing with that copy of Resident Evil 2?
I was going to play it.
Oh. I was going to play it. I'll make the jokes around here, Bertram. Put that disc down before you cut your own throat with it or something.
Oh, that only happened once.
Now, forgive me if I sound distracted, dear viewer. I am currently spying on my wife as she takes a walk in the garden with a man that I believe to be
go of me.
her lover.
I think they're kissing.
Be quiet, Bertram. If they hear you, the game is up.
Sorry.
What are you doing now?
Eating a sandwich?
Fine. Do it quietly. I can't see bloody anything.
Where are your glasses?
You stood on them, remember?
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I'm happy about that.
Because you take pleasure in my pain, apparently. Wait, what's my wife doing now?
Such a fool.
I think she's urinating.
No?
That woman has absolutely no pride.
Fine.
Keep your eyes
I
peeled,
confess.
Bertram.
Just as you
Bertram, are you now urinating?
I forgot to go before we
said. This is
left.
the USB drive.
What's
Everything
wrong
on
with
it
you
belongs to
people?
our engineering.
We are gentlemen. Gentlemen do not urinate outdoors. Damn it! Now I need to go. Forgive me, dear viewer.
That
Wait.
greedy woman
I
came to
think
me
they're
today saying
kissing
that someone
now.
else had offered
Let
her
me
even
see.
more money
Let me
for the
see,
information
you
that
idiot.
I hired her to steal.
They're not kissing. Can't you
She
see
said
that
I'd have to pay a
machete?
much
The
higher price if
chap
I was
has
still interested, and
obviously
that I should meet
stabbed
them
her.
to make the exchange.
Should we help her?
People like her are the reason the world is
No,
hurting so much.
let's not do
Because of
that.
her greed,
You know,
certain
Bertram,
people are being
I
denied the
was
care they
abducted
need.
by aliens once. Yes,
She got what she
quite a
deserved.
few years ago now. And let me just say that the anal probing that everyone seems to have a problem with, it really wasn't that bad. And I'll tell you another thing. Oh, bugger me with a monument.
OCG.
Yes, Bertram?
Why are you dressed like that?
Well, Bertram, I thought that since we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today, I thought that I would dress myself like a teenager. Why? Do you not approve of my attire?
You look like someone's very uncool uncle.
Shut up, Bertram! Anyway, did I tell you about the story of the turtle and the hare, Bertram?
I don't think so.
Well, you see, the turtle, my dear manservant, turned out to be a serial killer. So he cut up the hare, put parts of his body in the microwave, and cooked him. Isn't that a lovely story, Bertram?
Not really. What are you doing?
Well, isn't it obvious,
Well,
Bertram?
No.
Can't you see that I have clearly died, and I'm waiting for the Grim Reaper to come and take my soul to heaven?
That's sort of the point. Of its size, I mean.
Really?
No, not really, Bertram. We're still waiting for this bloody lighting technician to get here. When did you say he should arrive? He was supposed to be here 6 hours ago.
Lighting technician?
Yes, you know the one you were supposed to call today.
Today?
Actually, we need to talk.
You did call the lighting technician, didn't you,
I'm having a
Bertram?
bit of a problem with this.
Of course. Just give me 1 minute.
Bertram,
Well, the job I was
Bertram,
originally given was to
where are you
retrieve
going?
the USB drive.
get back.
Find
I
who
bet
wanted
he
the
didn't call the
information
lighting
from our
technician.
engineer in the first place.
I bet that's exactly what's going on here. Why am I talking to myself? So, Bertram, you previously asked me in our last session, how does one spot
Search
a
for Sarah
zombie?
if someone else was interested.
So, I've done a little bit of research just for your benefit, Bertram, and I have here 3 ways that you can conclusively identify if someone is a zombie or not. Number 1, they will have a bad use of the English language. Now please, Bertram, do not confuse a zombie with a drunk Scottish person. I mean, I can see how it could be confusing. But they will often speak, how can I demonstrate? They'll make lots of
Figuring out the third party.
noises. Now, would you like me to repeat that, Bertram? They'll make lots of noises, often combined with this gesture, or perhaps this gesture, or this gesture, maybe
Not the
even
only
this
one with extra
gesture.
abilities, you know.
But the thing that will give away that it's a zombie will be the
I have a perfect memory. I
Okay,
remember everything.
number 2.
Sights, sounds,
They will have
smells,
awful
everything.
personal hygiene.
Once I experienced
Yes, no doubt they will smell similar to something like the armpits of a fat Xbox fanboy.
I lied. I've
Or
been to this comic
like
con
that
before.
little bit of skin between your genitals and your anus. Yes. Number 3. They will have a penchant for brains. And what that means, Bertram, is they like to eat brains. So you'll be perfectly safe should a zombie apocalypse ever befall us. So, they will make noises like, they will have bad hygiene, and they like eating brains. So, I hope you took that all in, Bertram, because there'll be a test next, You know, Bertram, I consider myself to be something of a psychic.
A psycho?
No, Bertram, not a psycho. A psychic.
It really would be a
It
good thing
means
if
that
you
I
did
can
this.
read people's thoughts, predict the future,
that be okay
that
with you?
kind of thing. So, for example, I know that in exactly 3 seconds, I am going to urinate in my underwear. Let's see. 3, 2, 1,
You got it all wrong.
and there we are. Psychic, just like I said. And another thing. Oh, shit. Do you remember Rayman, Bertram?
Oh, I don't like Rayman.
Why?
He stole my last chocolate bar.
Bertram, have you been drinking the bleach again?
Guilty as charged.
You know as well as I do that Rayman is not real. Therefore, he
would
could
really
not
mean a
have
lot if you
stolen
didn't
your
work.
last chocolate bar.
But I saw
Just so we're
him.
clear.
It was the middle of the night, so I couldn't get a good look at him, but he was standing by the fridge, and he was completely naked.
That was me, Bertram.
It was?
Yes?
Why were you naked?
Well, you see, I often like to take raw meat from the fridge and rub it against my body.
I see. Have you been drinking the bleach again?
Shut up, Bertram. The point is, Rayman is not real. He is a video game character. Ooh, that reminds me. Lara Croft is coming round later to clean the conservatory.
Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
So, my psychiatrist has told me I need to engage more with you commoners. So, please tell me down below. What do you think of this game? Like it? Love it? Want to crawl into bed and make passionate love to it? Dear viewers, thank you for tolerating, loving this live stream. It's great to have each and every single one of you here to stroke my ego. Now, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button and then share this video. Go on, do it. Do it. No, don't go and get a coffee. Get back here. Yes, you. I can see you going to get a coffee in the middle of this live stream. Did I say you could go and get a coffee? No, I did not. Get back here. Right. Now hit the subscribe thing. Yes, there you go. Now like the video. Well done. Gold star for you. Right. Let's get back to the live stream, shall we? Oh my god! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm not talking to you, Bertram. I'm talking to him.
Thank you.
Or her. Yes, you there. You watching this stream. No, not you, the other one.
The other one that's watching the stream, that's right, you. I'm talking to you. Don't think I can't see you. I might be concentrating on this game, but I can assure you I have cameras everywhere. So I can see what you're doing there. Your hand in your trousers. Get them out at once. Do it. No, not just one hand. Take both of them out. That's right. Good. Right, so now you just watch the stream and behave, okay?
I'm confused.
Well, Bertram, it's quite simple. I just caught one of our viewers masturbating.
Oh.
Yes. Disgusting habits. Nope, don't put your hands back in. That's right, you pick up that soda or soft drink or whatever the hell you want to call it. You just use your hands to pick that up. Oh, I meant to tell you, Bertram, but my old fencing instructor Stan died this morning.
Oh, poor Stan.
Poor Stan? There was nothing poor about him. He had enough money to buy Wakanda and put a prostitute on every street corner. We don't mourn people who are more famous than we are, Bertram.
What about people less famous than us?
Oh no. If you're less famous than us, then you're definitely not worth our attention.
So who can we mourn?
Each other, Bertram. And of course, when I say each other, I mean me. You can mourn me when I go, Bertram.
Oh, I'll have a party when that happens.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm watching Two Girls, One Cup. It's gross.
You know, I recorded my own version of that back in 2007. But my version was called One Tosser, One Teacup.
You don't say.
I do say. You know, I'm so glad we're playing this and not that garbage I was playing yesterday. What the hell was it called again? Ass to Mouth or something. Anyway, I put off playing it for a very long time. And I wish I just played the bloody thing because I found it about as enjoyable as ramming a garden gnome into my urethra.
But OCG, didn't Ass to Mouth or whatever it is called get amazing reviews?
Well, viewer with the stupid voice, that game does indeed have amazing reviews, but those reviewers are lying to you. I, on the other hand, am not lying to you when I say that I would rather stick needles into my groin than play that bloody game again. The combat was too hard. The bloody boss fights were too hard. The lack of gratuitous lovemaking scenes did not make me hard. So, Ass to Mouth was an experience I'd care not to repeat in this life or the next. Unless, of course, someone's asking me to do it for real. In that case, I would be like, hell yes, I'll do that to you, attractive actor. Let's move on. Right, let's get this game finished quickly. I have an appointment with my psychiatrist today, and he told me if I was late, he would murder my wife. Which, ordinarily I wouldn't mind, but she promised to make me macaroni and cheese for dinner tonight. And as you know, or should know, I love macaroni and cheese.
Do you ever think our streams have too much silly comedy in them?
Silly comedy? I can't say I've ever thought about it.
Shouldn't you just play the game and keep the comedy stuff to a minimum?
remember seeing her come in, so I
But
had
if
to
I
wait
did
for her.
that, wouldn't I have to cut you out of the streams?
Why?
Because the only reason you exist is for comedy purposes. I mean, take your voice,
else
for
is here by the
instance.
time I arrive,
It's
you know.
ridiculous! No one actually talks like that. So clearly, you are here for comic relief.
What about your voice?
Well, what about it?
Is it not equally as ridiculous and annoying?
I never said your voice was annoying.
Didn't I
Oh.
everyone else was here
Bertram,
by the time
do
I
you
got
think
here?
my voice is annoying?
Maybe just a little.
Oh, by the way, I watched one of those murder mystery movie things last night, Bertram.
Oh, how was it?
Complicated. Frankly, it left me more dazed and confused than that time I saw a woman with 3 breasts, 5 ball sacks, and a chin larger than the Great Wall of China. I do enjoy a good murder mystery. You know, I was actually involved with a murder mystery myself once.
Oh, really?
Well, I was suspected of committing a murder, but it wasn't me. It turned out to be a midget in a bowler hat with a body odor problem. Don't look now, Bertram. That chap from next door is looking through our window again.
What chap from next door?
You know, the one with the lazy eye and the hunchback.
Derek?
No, the other one. The one that's even uglier than he is.
Malcolm?
No, the other one. I think they all live together. They're a trio of very ugly people. So who's the third member of that trio?
Toby?
Yes, Toby, that's it. Yes, I think he's looking through our window. I think he's looking for you, Bertram.
Why would he be looking for me?
Well, because you are romantically entangled, are you not?
Well, not at this exact moment, we're not.
No, I don't mean right now, because obviously we're streaming this game right now, but are you not usually attached by the penis? I mean, you know, attached in a romantic sense. You not usually hang out together.
I guess so.
Yes, so you're boyfriend and boyfriend, no?
Well, I've never really thought of it that way.
Well, maybe it's time that you do start thinking of it that way, Bertram. This could be your opportunity to fly the coop, so to speak. If you and this... what was his name again? Toby. If you and this Toby decide to get married or, God forbid, have children, you could... So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That brings an end to tonight's sex show. I mean, live stream. Damn it, I always say that. If you've enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that bloody like, subscribe, bell button thingy. Feel free to share this video with everyone you know. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertram.
Goodbye, Bertram!
And we are done. Right, time to get naked and reenact the ending of Thelma and Louise. Get the car, Bertram.
But don't they die at the end?
Yes. What's your point?
Oh, this is going to hurt.